Cody Blank goes down with an injury in the spring. You guys have to practice differently, knowing that you have such little depth right now. Do you do that?
We really don't approach practice differently. We know that we're going to get a lot of reps, so we just fight through it every day.
Are you going to do anything differently yourself, just knowing that you have a chance to kind of step up, let some guys out?
As far as our depth not being that great, so I want to take care of my body as much as possible, so I don't go down and I don't have to give those guys more reps. So that's really the only thing I'm doing differently.
Are the limited numbers tougher because Z has fewer people to yell out?
He's going to yell at us regardless of how many people are out there. That's just the type of coach he is, and that makes us better each day.
But I think one thing Zach's always said, and Coach Jones has always said, is whenever they tell you something, you pick it up immediately. You don't screw up the same thing twice. Has that always been you? Have you always been able to sort of, hear something and put it into effect quickly?
Yeah, every time that they coach me, I know they're just trying to get me better. So I try and be coachable. I try not to make the same mistake twice. So that's really something I work on.
Technique-wise, where do you feel like you're better? Like, what do you think you do better now, maybe, than you did when you got here?
One thing Coach G told me to focus on coming in this spring is my upper body versus press. So I've been focusing on that, getting off those presses, getting in the weight room so I'm stronger so I can beat press covers. So that's one thing I've been working on.
So did you feel like that was something that jammed you up a little bit last year? Or did you feel like you had a hard time getting off the line?
Yeah, being a smaller receiver, that could hurt me. So beating press coverage can help me get more separation in most of my routes.
I guess how much stronger are you, quantitatively, than how much more are you benching? Is there anything that any sort of measurement that stands out as to how much stronger you got?
Yeah, I actually hit PRs on both bench and squat this offseason. So.
What are they now?
I want to say my bench PR was 325 and squat was 450.
Have you noticed any differences changing the way you practice run or anything since Coach DeWart's come on from last year?
It's pretty much the same. He's coached with these guys, so it's the same talk, same offense. So it's pretty much the same.
How's the tempo going for you guys? Because I know it's something that you all talked about quite a bit, trying to increase. Have you guys noticed it's been going upwards, or is it kind of been staying the same?
Yeah, it's something we work on every day. So it's definitely getting better. It's not where we want it to be, but we're making progress.
What are you seeing out of Vaughn and Malone, and how different are they this spring as opposed to a year ago?
Well, as far as Malone, to me, he's really grown up as far as his mentality and his approach to practice. And same with Vaughn. He knows the system better. His approach to practice is a lot better as well, so they're both progressing.
For those guys that aren't used to Z, do you think it's a big adjustment to get used to his kind of in-your-face coaching style?
Oh yeah, it definitely takes a while. I remember when I got here and he was all over me. It took me quite a bit of time to get used to it, but I mean, once you just understand that's the type of coach he is, he'll make you better.
What have you seen out of Quentin this camp?
Quentin, he's a natural leader. He's a young kid, still supposed to be in high school. He doesn't act like that at all, off the field or on the field. Every time I'm up here watching film, he's doing the same. So he's a good leader, and I think he has a bright future for us.
I hear a lot of people talking about his arm strength and accuracy. What have you seen in that regard?
Yeah, it's as good as any quarterback we got out there. So he's got a strong arm.
What difference have you seen in Josh this spring?
Just Josh Dobbs, he's being a great leader. He's got that confidence in him. He knows that he led us to a bowl game, bowl victory. So he's just really trying to be the CEO, the top guy out there, and he's getting better each day as well.
Todd Kelly just came out here wearing the lockdown chain. See, flash that in y'all's faces. Flaunting it, taunting you guys or anything?
Yeah, that's something they got locked down corner of the day, DB of the day. We got big time player of the day too. So we just compete each and every day.
So you don't get a chain or a trophy or anything?
No.
So it's just big play?
We get we'll get a different seat in the position room, and our coach will give us a T-shirt.
Jonathan, real quick, what do you remember about just your recruitment here, basically? How did you end up sort of in JUCO in the first place, and how did you end up here?
My recruitment?
Yeah.
Coach Z actually came down to recruit my roommate, and he noticed me on film. I talked to him briefly on the phone the next day after the spring game. Talked to Coach Jones as well, and they told me they wanted to offer me, and I just committed over the phone. I was really excited to be a Vol, and I'm very blessed to be here.
Who was your roommate?
Camille Jackson.
Okay. How did it work out that you ended up at JUCO in the first place, basically? What was kind of the story there? I know you were a qualifier, just what ended up happening?
I was committed to the Air Force Academy, and things didn't work out with that. So I went the JUCO route. I played at Blinn, and I was planning on going back another season, and then Tennessee came upon me, and I ran with it.
Just what did it mean to you at that point to get into an SEC school?
It was a blessing. You know, it hit me in the face. It was a complete surprise. I didn't come off a huge season. I really just went out there and tried to put film out there for coaches to come look at it, and that's what happened. Coach he noticed me on film, and he gave me that opportunity.
Jonathan, it looked like I think coaches came to see one of your teammates, and then they see you. Is that kind of how that went down? And is it kind of funny to say your former teammate, he's not here, but you are, and you're doing pretty well for yourself?
Yeah, it's very unfortunate that Camille didn't make it here. Me and him are good friends. He was my roommate, but yeah, it was a blessing for me. He came to recruit him, and he noticed me, and I became a Tennessee Vol, so that's really how it worked out for me.
The expectations for this team are a lot higher than they've been in a while. How do you guys feel about the expectations, and how do you feel you guys will react to that?
Yeah, expectations are great, but we gotta go out there and do them. You know, we expect to go win an SEC championship. Now we got to put in the work to go accomplish that goal for us.
You sense a little extra